Since humans first looked up at the stars, we have wondered about our place in the universe. Where did it all come from? How did it begin? And perhaps most importantly, is there a creator, a God, responsible for it all? For centuries, religion has offered answers to these profound questions. Sacred texts and ancient stories have provided comfort and guidance, but as our scientific understanding has grown, so too have the challenges to these traditional beliefs. The telescope and the microscope have revealed a universe far vaster and more complex than previously imagined. Discoveries in physics, astronomy, and biology have provided natural explanations for phenomena once attributed to the supernatural. Yet even with all our scientific progress, the question of God's existence remains. The debate continues, fueled by new discoveries and evolving perspectives. One of the most significant scientific discoveries of the 20th century was the Big Bang theory. This theory suggests that the universe began from an extremely hot, dense state about 13.8 billion years ago. Edwin Hubble's observations of receding galaxies, combined with the discovery of cosmic microwave background radiation, provided strong evidence for an expanding universe. This expansion implies a beginning, a point in time when everything we see today was concentrated into an infinitesimally small point. But if the Big Bang marked the beginning of our universe, what caused it? What existed before the Big Bang? And what triggered this extraordinary event? These questions remain some of the biggest mysteries in science. Some physicists believe that the universe could have emerged from a quantum fluctuation, a random event in the fabric of space-time. Others suggest that our universe is just one in an infinite multiverse, each with its own set of physical laws. The more we learn about the universe, the more we appreciate its incredible fine-tuning. The fundamental constants of nature, such as the strength of gravity, the electromagnetic force, and the mass of elementary particles, appear to be precisely calibrated for the existence of stars, planets, and ultimately, life itself. Even the slightest variations in these constants would have resulted in a very different universe, one likely inhospitable to life as we know it. This apparent fine-tuning has led some to argue for the existence of a cosmic designer, a God who set the dials just right. This argument, known as the fine-tuning argument, is compelling to some, but it is not without its critics. Some scientists argue that the apparent fine-tuning is an illusion, a selection effect arising from the fact that we can only observe a universe that supports our existence. In other words, if the universe were not fine-tuned for life, we wouldn't be here to observe it. Section 4. Many worlds, many possibilities. One alternative to the fine-tuning argument is the multiverse theory. This theory, which emerges from certain interpretations of quantum mechanics and cosmology, proposes that our universe is just one of many universes that exist. Each universe in this multiverse may have its own unique set of physical laws and constants. Some universes might be too hot for stars to form, while others might be dominated by black holes. In this vast landscape of universes, it is not surprising that at least one universe would have the right conditions for life. Our universe, in this view, is not the result of divine intervention, but rather a fortunate outcome in the cosmic lottery. The multiverse theory remains speculative, but it offers a fascinating possibility that could explain the apparent fine-tuning of our universe without invoking a creator. As Section 5, the philosopher's perspective. The question of God's existence has occupied philosophers for centuries. Ancient Greek thinkers like Plato and Aristotle grappled with the concept of a prime mover, an uncaused cause that set the universe in motion. Medieval philosophers such as Thomas Aquinas developed intricate arguments for the existence of God based on reason and logic. The Enlightenment brought about a wave of skepticism, with thinkers like David Hume challenging traditional arguments for God's existence. In modern times, philosophers continue to debate the merits of different arguments for and against God's existence. Some, like Richard Swinburne, argue that the universe's complexity and order point to an intelligent designer. Others, like Daniel Dennett, maintain that natural processes can account for the apparent design in the universe. The philosophical debate on God's existence is unlikely to be resolved definitively. However, by engaging with these different perspectives, we can gain a deeper understanding of the questions at stake and the limits of both reason and faith. Section 6. The limits of science and faith. The debate on God's existence often pits each other, but this dichotomy is misleading. Science and faith are not necessarily incompatible. Science seeks to understand the natural world through observation, experimentation, and the formulation of testable. Religion, on the other hand, addresses questions of meaning, purpose, and morality. While science can provide insights into the workings of the universe, it cannot provide ultimate answers to questions about why there is a God. These questions lie outside the realm of scientific inquiry. Ultimately, the question of God's existence is a matter of personal belief. Science can inform our understanding, dictate our beliefs. Whether we find solace in religious faith or meaning in a secular worldview, the vastness of the cosmos inspires awe and wonder. Section 7. Before the beginning. The Big Bang Theory provides a powerful explanation for the origin and evolution of our universe, but it leaves many questions unanswered. What existed before the Big Bang? What caused this singularity to expand and create everything we observe today? Some physicists believe that the universe may be eternal, undergoing cycles of expansion and contraction. Others suggest that our universe could be a bubble in a much larger multiverse, constantly giving rise to new universes. In the next part of our exploration, we will delve deeper into these fascinating theories and explore what might have existed before the dawn of time. We will journey to the very edge of our understanding, where science and speculation intersect, and ponder the ultimate fate of the universe.